So this guy mentioned me in his own video here. He says he is saying this.
It's time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
Of course. Do you think Palestine was a legitimate state? Where do you hear Palestine before 1948? Yes, that's a British mandate, but that's not Palestine, that's British land. When, during the World War II, after World War II, the Jews came into the land, which is British land actually. They proclaimed the state of Israel because the Jews and the Arabs fought the land before. So the United Kingdom proposed the Jewish land and an Arab land. Jews accepted the plan. They created the state of Israel. The Arabs rejected it. So they launched wars. 5 Arab countries started a war on Israel. End up Israel won. So there wasn't any Palestine anyway. Don't worry, no Palestine anyway. And in 1988, that is not the real Palestine because the real Palestine never existed. Yes, the Palestine we have now is now run by a terrorist named with the name of Mahmoud Abbas. And the other in Gaza, in 2007, Hamas ruled there. Israeli troops left in 2005 from the Gaza Strip. Now, Hamas is ruling there from 2007, since 2007. That's why Israel wants to dismantle the Hamas regime. It is doing the crimes against humanity before the current war we have. You see, in 2007, women's rights, the rights of women, they were wiped off. They were forced to wear the hijab. If not, they are going to be beaten. Yes, this is actually a true story. He will burn Israel. Yes. Yes, we have I shall admit. Iraq during the time of Saddam Hussein launched 48 missiles into Israel in 1991. 42 of them successfully bombed Israel. But at what cost? Usually in a nuclear strike, millions should perish. But to only less than 100 civilians there were killed. They were killed by the Iraqi missiles. Only less than 100. Specifically, 2 civilians killed directly and 11 to 74 civilians killed from incorrect use of gas masks, heart attacks, and incorrect use of atropine, which is for Iraqi chemical weapons. Let me tell you, Iraqi missiles are not powerful. If it were to be powerful, millions will perish. Not just this amount. And here's the result. Iraq fails to provoke Israeli retaliation. So Israel still exists because it has the determination to do so. Here. 4,100 buildings were damaged and at least 28 of these buildings were destroyed. This is quite weird actually. A missile strike? Let me tell you, when America dropped the atomic bomb in Japan in 1945 during World War II, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki specifically, over 200,000 people were killed. That's why Iraqi missiles are not powerful, because they only managed to kill less than 100 people. Of course, the propaganda from the stupid video is still circulating. Sorry. Let me tell you this. After the strikes, Israel and the USA, they managed to wipe off Iraq's nuclear program, and Saddam Hussein was executed in 2006. So do not say Israel is acting like a victim, because Israel is the victim. It's quite weird. Why should people believe you to change your minds of Israel? Why? Let me tell you this. Israel has one of the strongest nuclear weapons. One of them. It is one of the 9 countries actually. So now, here is proof. Yes, it has 19 nuclear warheads. Although it's quite a little actually. Why does Israel manage to bomb Iraq, and end up destroying its own nuclear program? It's quite weird because Israel has one of the most powerful nuclear weapons in the world. Iraq has created either import some Russian-made nuclear weapons from Russia to Iraq, or Iraq designs the weapons not as powerful as intended. This is my prediction. I am searching up something. See? No more nuclear weapons after 2003. No more. No more.